Poppa T-Mo. We are going to be playing some No Man's Sky Survival. Going to have to go ahead and get everything up and running. So bear with me. Got to do some ruthless self-promotion. Let me go ahead and get this copied and pasted. Alrighty. Let's shoot that one up there. Just running through some Discord channels real quick. Alrighty. Get my chat in order here, and we are hopefully good to go. Alright, so got to remember what we were doing. First off, we're going to go into our base. Get out of the cold. And then we will see what we have to see. I want to arrange my inventory a little bit better. Alright, we have sodium nitrate in the high capacity cargo. So we can go ahead and refine some sodium real quick. And some carbon as well. Let's get that shooting in there. Get the sodium running in here. While those two are running, let's check our blueprint analyzer. We have two that we can use. So let's see what would be the best to purchase. Oh, we can do the climb ladder and the wooden half ramp. That opens up square room, which we will be wanting shortly. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and take these things out of here. See if there's anything else we can process. Well, we can definitely run the rusted metal through. That will be useful. We have a decent amount of stuff on our ship. Alright, let's go back out of there real quick. Take a look at our starship. Alright, we got the ferrite dust, condensed carbon, O2, and mordite. We have fuel. We're good to go there. Hey, Sword, what's going on, brother? Alright. That is a neat looking freighter for C-class, must admit. Alright, now we need to check to see what we're doing in the way of missions. Okay, we need to build that science terminal. Let's see what we can do in regards to that. Alright, we have everything to build that. We're going to need to hire a Corvax. Target outside local area. That will run for a while. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Grind those real life units. Alright, let's check the rest of our missions. Still have that return to life form. Never did find him. Gonna have to do these photo ops another time. Let's head on up to... Let's go ahead and head to the Stranger's Coordinates location. Try and crank through some quests today. Definitely want to get this scientist in line. Get our large refiner. And stop using these little guys. Alrighty, well we are in a Corvaxian space station. Let's go ahead. Whoops, wrong quest. There we go. One of these guys will want to work with us, I'm sure. And while we're doing this, we can get some dialect help. Never hurts to know more words. Alright, we learned the word for echoes. Should probably check the quest giver here as well. Tap that Corvax. I'm definitely looking forward to getting a new ship. Much as I love the Bob, you learn the word for data. The little fighter is not my favorite. This guy doesn't have anything on his face mask. Oh, while we're right here, let's check this quest giver, see if we've gotten everything from him. Alright, we did get everything from him. Check these guys. Learn the word for power. Learn the word for disruption. Learn the word for stalled. I was going to say, we already learned the word for disruption. It's going to teach us that twice. Well, that Corvax was acting like a geck. And this is the one that wants to work for us. So we will hire our scientist. We will see him back down at the base. In the meantime, let's scan some ships real quick. Journey milestone. Emissary, we have met 45 aliens and learned 50 words. Met 50 aliens. That's 3 milestones all at once. Not too shabby if you do ask me. Okay, we have 116,000 units, 924 nanite clusters. Let's take a look at our... We have a pretty good multi-tool for the moment. So let's go take a look at some mining beam upgrades. Oh, that's right, there were other mining tool, multi-tools we wanted to get, so we're going to hold off on that. And as much as I would like to upgrade the Bob, I'm going to hold off on that as well. Alright, let's see where we stand on other missions. We are going to jump to space real quick, call in the freighter, and go debrief that. Gotta get the freighter missions going, the frigates. Because that is just straight up money. That is actually a very neat looking freighter. Alright, let's go ahead and run up here to the bridge. Try not to bounce into the walls too much. What we do not have yet is the large refiners to go here. No galactic trade terminal to go on the wall. So let's go ahead and debrief our commander. Got some units, got some neural duct, got some more units. And that's the end of that mission. 77,000 units and a neural duct. Little happy jump. Now we do not have any other missions out and about because we don't have any other frigates. So let's go take a look at what he's got. Okay, we have an exploration unit, so we could do a 57 voyage of discovery. Excuse me. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at that. That is a 1-star for a 1-star mission. We will launch that one. We are going to have to go get some frigates, but they are not cheap, so we need to make some units first. And while we're here, we will go to the Stranger's coordinates. Continue on that quest line for awakenings. Scan the planet while we're at it. Flourishing planet with starbulb, copper, paraffinium, and cobalt. Akota Alpha. see what we have to expect on the planet's surface here. Hopefully we don't have aggressive sentinels or anything. Ooh. The derelict explorer. And of course we have aggressive sentinels. And they're already on us. Well, we do have the stuff to fix that. Alright, let's check out this distress beacon. No signs of life, there is only static of a broken communicator. Let's extract those records. Whatever message was once here has been scrambled beyond recovery. All I extract is the pilot's name, Artemis. Whoever they are long gone. Only other uncorrupted data is a set of plans and upgrade for my mining beam. Pulse spitter. Not bad. Alright, search for clues about Artemis, in other words. Let's take a look at this damaged machinery, see if we can fix that. We can. You know, we need to build that Atlas Pass version 1. That should be a top priority. Alright, let's take a look. What is required for that? We have those materials. Alright, that will solve that problem. That sentinel is not happy. Oh, well, he can't see us there. We have an unknown building. Might have to check that out. Go ahead and scan a few things while we're right here. Might even have to jump in the water. Paraffinium deposit. Really want to take a look at this ship. See what's wrong with it. Alright, it is a B-class 19-slot Explorer with a whole bunch of broken things. Well, you know what we can do? We can actually just buy this. We won't exchange it. Alright, so we need a hermetic seal and metal plating just to get the pulse engine back online. Needs quite a bit for this. Can fix the photon cannon. Rusted circuits, that's going to take a little bit. Now the reason I did this is this will automatically just shoot right back up to our freighter, and we can kind of do this at our leisure if we want, although this is awfully expensive to repair all that. but sometimes it's worth it. If we get the launch thrusters fixed, at the very least, then we can fly the ship to a space station and trade it for something else. It looks like our unknown building is ancient ruins. And we have gravitino balls. That would explain the aggressive sentinels. I don't mind the aggressive sentinels so much. They're definitely a lot worse things to have. Like a double hazardous planet is definitely one of them. I think what we're going to do though is jump in the water here, go for a little swim, do some scanning while we're down here, swim on over to our building. Wow, that oxygen drops really fast. Of course, I have nothing in the way of efficient thrusters or anything underwater. Let's go ahead and scan these critters. Multiple types of fish here. That taken care of before we drown. Oh crap. And he's already on us. Well, I guess it's time to shoot a sentinel. Wow, my targeting is way off today. Not nearly enough coffee in me. Duck into the building for a second. Now, of course, as soon as the sentinels see us, they're going to come right back for us again anyways, but at least they're not actively searching for us. No, they're just passively searching for us. These journey milestones can get a little annoying when they pop up. Alright, ancient marker hums at the frequency that burrows deep into my being, filling me with the voice of the Korvax echoes. Knowledge paves the way to the understanding of probability. The Atlas spoke in fragments. The Atlas interfaces are their shadows. The monoliths are their scattered children. Together they convey the wisdom of the infinite. They must be understood. We are going to seek help with language. You learn the word for silicate. And our standing with Corvax has increased. Grab this knowledge stone. We learn the word for impossible. Now there should be more. There's one. And there might even be one more. But maybe not. Nope, just the two. That's fine. Two's better than none. Alright, so our ship is back over yonder. What is that? Pure ferrite. Okay. A little barnacle encrusted mineral. I get the feeling those are aggressive. Oh, we are drowning. Took a little damage on that one. Should probably recharge my life support. Oh. Not good. A little bit light on the supplies there. I think we will call in the Bob. Alright. Let's go ahead and break atmosphere here. Incoming message. This is the beginning of the Artemis quest lines. Excuse me. Alright. Get a little bit more progression on that quest line. We're going to go check out this recruitable frigate. Actually, we're going to check out this one as well. just to see what the price is. Alright, this is an industrial specialist for 1.5. Yep, don't have that kind of money. So, we are going to have to head back to the space station. Turn in our quests. There's a barren planet with some nasty weather, has activated copper. Let's not smack into the space station like last time. Alright, well, while we are here, we definitely need to put some oxygen back in the exosuit. Reload the launch thrusters. Definitely gonna have to start grinding some units here, guys, but I want to get the large refiner taken care of first, because that will definitely help us in our quest to grind some units. So let's turn in a bunch of quests, sell off our goods, and then we will return to base. We have fusion core to sell. That'll be worth some units. Quantum accelerator will also be worth some units. And we are getting some nanites as well. Alrighty. Let's go browse the mission, see if he's got anything new for us. We got another scan minerals. We will take that. I'm going to hold off on the pirate missions for now, just because low-level survival mode. Last thing I need to do is die in my ship. Alright, actually we want to sell. Alright, so we got a fusion core, quantum accelerator. We are going to sit on everything else. And in the meantime, let's go check with the guild emissary real quick, see if he wants to talk to us yet. Probably not. We will accept his gift. He did want to talk to us. Thank you. Ooh, dihydrogen. Decent amount of it, too. Okay, so while we are in the space station, let's go check on exosuit upgrades. Cute little explorer. Read. Ooh. Couple different upgrades. Alright, let's see what blueprints he has first. Okay, the life support system. Salt refractor crystal sulfide, those are going to be water. So if we start doing water missions, we need that. Neural stimulator, that's going to be a good one to get. Never really been a big fan of rocket boots. So we're going to do a little happy jump. It's really what I call it when I hit the wrong button. And let's check out the modules he's got. Shield S, radioactive protection. We are not on a radioactive planet. I believe we're going to invest in the shield. And I'm half tempted to get an A-class life support, but I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to do the smart thing and only do this by S's. So shield module. I don't want to put it there because I want to make sure we stack for bonuses. So this is actually going to go in here. We're going to lose a spot, but that's okay. Alright, so first shield go in there. Core health goes up 600,000 units. We do have a movement module C that we picked up. Where did we pick that up? Must come from Polo. We're going to use that temporarily in here. That's actually not a bad for a C. We will get rid of that in the very near future though. Alright, let's check our starship real quick. Pulse engine. Hyperdrive has fuel, but not much. We can make one jump. We do not have the means with which to make another one. Although we do have copper, so we can make more chromatic metal. And while we are right here, we should probably check to see what these guys have to sell. I think we're going to jump to another system and get another upgrade for the suit. Right after we check this guy. What do you have for sale? Well, he's got chromatic metal, but we have copper already. Oh, look at that, medium fighter. 4 million for a C-class. Wow. That's expensive for a C-class. He has copper as well. Let's go ahead and let's buy some copper. We'll buy 200 more. Alright, well, before I start spending all my hard-earned units, let's go ahead and make a jump. Oh, look at that baller hauler. I'm gonna head back into the station and scan that real quick. I do have a fondness for the baller haulers. Not a bad looking hauler either. It's a medium though. Actually, that's a small for a hauler. Just curiosity killing me. B class, 28 slot. Ooh. Ugly. Not a good deal. Before we buy a hauler, we will wait till we have lots and lots and lots of units. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and make our jump. I believe that's going to be our next purchase, is going to be a shuttle. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this by economy since we have our economy scanner. And we do have a rather limited jump range, but there's a Prosperous and a Gex system. Let's take that. Gex systems tend to have a pretty decent selection of haulers, so having one of those on our list for the future is not a bad thing. And I believe there were 4 planets in this system as well. Four planets and 1 moon. And of course my target came off. Scanner recharging. Scalding planet. Noxious planet. Irradiated planet. And where is planet number 4? Here we go. Frozen planet. So we have pretty much the gambit here. Which one had the moon though? Didn't see the moon. There's the moon. Moon is hiding behind this planet. So let's go ahead and zip around the backside. Scan the moon, see what we got. Looks like we have an icebound moon. Sub-zero, activated copper. So that has severe weather. Of course, we are getting scanned. Of course they are. I do love it when they come after you in a hauler. I always find that humorous. Finish our little jump to the space station. long runway. Okay. Nice little Gex system. Let's go get our exosuit upgrade. You're going to be getting a general suit upgrade for this one for 60,000 units. And what kind of modules do you have here, buddy? Life support S, movement S. Nice. So I believe we will grab our well, let's see which did we have in the technology? Was it movement? It is movement. So we can go ahead and grab the life support and hit it here. That will work. Need all the help we can get staying alive. That was definitely apparent with trying to drown on that last planet. Alright, let's go ahead and add a little bit of life support there. The next one we'll have to take that C-class out. Alright. Grab our nav data or units, see what this guy has. Cyclotron, phase beam, not bad. What do we have in the way of a weapon? A B-class 14 slot. And we are currently in a 15 slot B, so don't need that. See what modules the weapon vendor has. Bolt caster. That would not be a bad thing to upgrade soon too. Check around the back. What are you little get-googers doing? Wave them away. Stop begging, I don't have money to give you. Nope, not gonna do missions. Not yet. Let's grab our free stuff out of the planter. And let's get on out of here. We'll go over to the mission agent real quick. Not even going to talk to all of these people. We'll deal with that later. Browse missions. Kill 14 creatures? Sure. Take a picture on a desert world? Yes, please. Kill 6 sentinels? Yes, please. Sure, we will get to that at some point. Check the trade terminal real quick, just to see what interesting things they have. Alrighty. Let's go back to our base. Check the tables real quick. Talk to our base scientist and our overseer. You know, I just realized I have a serious lack of coffee at the moment. That's just a crime against nature. Never any fun when I don't have coffee. Gotta love these long load screens. My main save is getting really, really bad. I've got so many bases going on that one. Starting to get a little laggy. I guess I didn't have the materials to finish that off. Well, I have them now, so... There we go. That looks better. Alright, so let's request aid from him. Okay, he's given us the blueprint for acid. That's not going to help us anytime soon. Create plans for microprocessors and advanced refiners. Excellent. Clean the windows while I'm gone. Even better. Alright, so I need marrow bulb and cobalt. So I need to find some caves. Okay. Now I do realize I kind of made a mistake there. I don't really like the way that is set up. Because this is all in the way. Oh, I can get around the back. That's fine. Alright, let's grab the ferrite dust out of here. Put a little fuel in that bad boy. Pop some sodium in there and get that running. Gotta keep the engines moving. Alright, we need to run the copper for chromatic metal. Pretty much need to run all the copper for chromatic metal. So let's get those rolling. Alright, let's check our quests. So marrow bulb, cobalt. Wants us to build the neural stimulator. Search the base archives. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Gotta keep these missions going because they take a while. And it gives us new construction pieces. Let's see what it gives us this time. Storage containers, yes. Super, super useful. Okay, what does it want us to build? It wants us to build the storage container. Now, don't want to build it like that. I would rather Just does not want to snap to that wall correctly. There we go. Player inside object. No, I'm not. Alright, we will do that. And then now we will go to storage units. Oh, need to put the door in first. Is that how I want to do that? No, I don't need to do a door, I need to do a hallway for it. Alright, so let's get rid of that door. Party foul. Haven't had to build low level in a while. Alright, so we will put storage unit 0. We need some sodium. Do we not have sodium? We should have a decent amount of sodium nitrate though. Alright, let's go ahead and we will convert some of that back. But we need to get the chromatic still going. That's top priority. Sodium nitrate. Do not need a full stack, we just need 20. Run that real quick. Put this back in high capacity cargo. Let's get the rusted metal processing. Get the chromatic out of here. We have an awful lot of oxygen. Not a bad problem to have. But we definitely need to get this storage unit built. There we go. That will continue on with our timer on that, and then we can use this. We already have stuff in storage because we put it in from up above. Alright, we have frost crystal and dioxite, so we can actually go plant some frost crystal right outside. And that's right, the other base, now that I remember, is all KJ's fault. Because it had a huge mass of frost crystal. And she peer pressured me into building a base there. Oh, I can't farm yet. Dang it. Don't have the farmer. Getting ahead of myself. Again, like I said, not used to being so low level. Alright, that's why we have all that O2. So, we need to find a cave. Do we need anything from our overseer? Planetary base construction. We need to search an abandoned building for him. Where is that quest? Abandoned structure. There's a humming egg over here, so that means there is in fact a cave. Let's do that first. Then we will go do the abandoned structure. All in good time, all in good time. Oh, that's right, this was a fake cave. Alright, well, we are not running by foot for 7.5 minutes. We will jump in the ship and go do that. Alright, let's jump in the bob. Head on over here to this abandoned building. Maybe we'll be lucky and that'll be a cave opening right there. Lots of free stuff here. Yeah, baby. Inventory full. That's no bueno. Oh, I forgot to put stuff back in storage. Well, that means that's going back to the freighter. To the freighter with you. Sulfurine. Don't need that yet. All sorts of goodies right here. The humming egg. And if there's a humming egg, then there's probably a cave. So that is up there on the outside. As is the... Goodness gracious, pushing all sorts of buttons. Not messing around with whispering eggs. Alright, let's get these plans. Analyze some schematics here. Alrighty. Now we need to return to our overseer. But we also need to grab the stuff on the wall. And then we need to go get those albumin pearls. We do have some room in inventory for them. And since we have a GTT right at our base, we can just turn right around and sell them right off the bat. That was a smart idea, setting that thing up right there. Yeah, ooh, hazardous flora. Alright, let's see, is this an actual entrance to a cave, or is it a fakie? Either way, it has cobalt right here, which we need for our quest, I believe, and I did see some marrow bulb up at that other one, but that sentinel was floating right on top of it. So I'm going to blast through this cobalt real quick. We have attracted the attention of Mr. Sentinel. Go away, Mr. Sentinel. I don't want to play your games. Okay, this is an actual cave, so we're going to go inside. Get out of the weather. Get away from Mr. Sentinel. Hopefully find a bunch of marrow bulbs in here. Let's make sure we are on the correct mission as well. Alright, there's some marrow bulb. Let's grab that. Get this quest out of the way. Get our proper refiners going. And then we can start making some moolah. Especially if we can get the farmer missions going as well. We'll grab a little extra marrow bulb. Since it's already taking up space in inventory, might as well utilize that space to the maximum potential. We'll just sell off the additional. We will also do that with this cobalt. Would help if I kept on target. It is nice being down in these caves out of the weather. And we are out of fuel. So, I believe that means it's time to get out of this cave. Plenty of fuel back in the starship. But I do want to go hit this waypoint real quick too. We'll get that on the way back to the ship. Smack the sodium nitrate crystals. We will save and chart our system. Alright, let's jump in the bob here. And what we should probably do is put some of this. We have a signal coming in. Uh-oh. Member of our fleet got hurt. We will recall that frigate. So be it. Alright, let's recharge the multi-tool. Okay, then we can go ahead and I guess we're going to hold on to everything for the moment. Let's put the nav data in the starship. And the pearls. The goop. So dihydrogen we're going to send to the freighter. The goop we're going to send to the freighter as well. Since we are right here, I'm going to go ahead and do some quick mining, or quick resource gathering. Never hurts to have more carbon or pure ferrite. Sulfurine and the radon are just bonuses. That dioxide we will be using soon enough. Once we get the farmer missions going and we can start planting things. We will be doing frost crystals, frostwort, up the wazoo, because we are going to need a whole bunch of glass. And it's all KJ's fault. Some condensed carbon crystals, right on. Stand to pick up a little ferrite dust as well. Alright, what did we not have room for? The salt. Of course not. Which is a shame because the salt is a great kicker for cash. Alright, thermal protection is falling. I must have moved that over. Alright, well let's... You know, I can just not tolerate a predator on my planet. Especially not a dumb one that's going to stand there and let me kill him. And hey, I finished that quest. Excellent. Alright, well, that is it for the launch thrusters. What do we have here? Free landing spot. We'll take it. Oh, we have been here before. Inventory full. Of course it is. I thought I do have an Atlas Pass V1. What's up with that? Ooh, antimatter. I'll take it. Alright, well, inventory's full, and that's just bugging me. But it was a free landing spot, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, let's head back to base real quick. Okay. Let's go turn in our marrow bulb quest with the scientist. Which we have to tag the correct quest. Scientific research. Return to scientist. Yes, please. Here, have some marrow bulb. Give him the cobalt. Alrighty. Need some microprocessors, 4 more, and we will be good to go. Alright. We're going to have to take him to that building. We'll do that in just one moment. First, we are going to take this cobalt and turn it all into ionized cobalt. Take the ferrite dust. Alright, sodium, you can become sodium nitrate. Refill the fuel. Although that was kind of pointless because I'm going to put a large refiner in. Alright, so we need 4 microprocessors. Let's go grab those real quick. That's 76,000 units, well spent. Alright. Up into our base we go. Let's go ahead and put that first spin that bad boy around. And what we are going to do in here is process this carbon first. Alright, we can stop using these guys. Let's get the... well, we'll just run the rest of it until the fuel is out. What do we want to run? Actually, nothing. Well, I'm not even going to bother picking it up because it's going to take up space. And that's not what I want. Alright, let's check on the return to the overseer. Give him the data. Alright, storage containers gave us the rest of them. Excellent. let him get back to his business. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put oxygen and condensed carbon in here and start cranking out some condensed carbon. Go back and see the overseer again, since that has processed. Alright, he wants microprocessors. How many do you need there, buddy? Just one? Is that it? I don't have the recipe for microprocessors. Yes, I do. But I need carbon nanotubes. So, and of course I don't have carbon. Guess I will be picking those up after all, but then I'm just going to put them right back down. But at least it will get the carbon out of there for me. Alright, so now we can make a carbon nanotube. And then we can make a microprocessor and not have to spend all that money. Oh, he wanted 2 of them, so we're going to make another. And we need chromatic metal for it. Looks like we will be buying it. Unless they have copper chromatic metal over here. Well, they have copper. Well, let's buy all the copper that they have. We'll turn that into chromatic metal real quick. While we're at it, we are going to buy 2 launch fuels. Don't know if I even need to kill critters, but great stress relief. And we get free mordite, so hey, power to us. Alright, let's go ahead and process this chromatic metal real quick. Ran out of space. Starship out of range. No bueno. Crap. Alright, well, we are definitely having issues with space. So we need to solve that problem as soon as possible. Alright, so we either need to go do drop pods or jump to a different system. I choose jump to a different system. Excuse me. In all honesty, I'd rather have the inventory space now anyways. Alrighty. Travelers. We will do that real quick. Already got our exosuit upgrade here. Alright, well, that's just not gonna do. We need to have tritium. Don't need silver. Need one that gives us tritium. There we go. That's fine, don't need it. Alright, let's go ahead and get this grave out of the way. There we go. Of course they're scanning us. They want our stuff, but hey, look. Atmosphere. Alright, I'm sure we have crappy weather here. Activated copper and all. Let's get this grave real quick. Shall extract that glyph. That is number 2 of 16. Scan a few things real quick. really want to try and get these butterflies. They are a pain to get, though. Alright, there was... pyrite, activated copper... pyrite... cactus flesh... I'm gonna jump in the ship real quick. There was a node right here. Alright, we used all of that tritium in the pulse engine. Let's send some things up to the freighter. Alright, this needs to go to the starship. We have an antimatter, so let's make an antimatter housing. And then we can make a warp cell. And then we should be able to charge up the warp drive. That'll give us at least one jump. What I'm interested in doing is actually figuring out which one of those nodes was the closest. And get some activated copper. Unknown building. Pyrite. Let's check out that abandoned building or unknown building. It is kind of far away. Oh, it's an ancient ruin. That's not really what we were looking for, but we will take that very technology module. We want the activated copper. And we want the activated copper for the chromatic metal it will turn into. Slightly better rate than copper. Let's give him a scan. Ooh, that is a big old predator. Ooh, more critters. Well, they don't die very easily. let's get back to our activated copper. I'd love it if I could scan these butterflies. I really would. Little flibberty gibbets. Nope. Alright. Thermal protection is falling quite rapidly. Alright, there's the other node that I was looking at. That's actually pyrite. That's not a bad thing to have either. Do I have room for it? I do. Let's go get some pyrite real quick. Because that is ship fuel. Burning through the magnetized ferrite pretty quick. But that's what it's there for. Alright, this is going to go on the starship so we can get a little bit more than 250. This will also be used for planting cactus flesh in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and recharge thermal protection. We have no O2 on us. That is not good. Did not realize that we were low on O2. Is there anything right nearby? Free stuff. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. Make a jump to another system. We're going to do this by economy again. there. Still need to upgrade our drive so that we can get anywhere we want to go. That's out of jump range. Promising. One planet with 2 moons. Decent margins, though. I'll take it. Alrighty. Right into a freighter engagement. Don't want to actually tag the freighter though. Gotta be a little careful on the shots. Definitely need to get some new weapons on here. Gotta be careful not to shoot the freighter. These pirates love to get nice and close. If you're not careful, you will tag the freighter. Let me get some distance away from it, actually. Okay, that's another one down. Try not to tag the friendlies as well. You need to back away. There we go. Shields out maximum. They are all done.
Navigational data received.
And go right in here, take a look at this, see what we got. Journey milestone accomplished. Destroyed 10 starships. Sentinel style. Journey milestone accomplished. Water 50 Ks. Badoom. Hello, Admiral. What do you got for me? C-Class, 26 slots, 29 million. Don't have it. Nowhere near. compared to our 17 slot, though. That would be a heck of an upgrade. Salute. Thanks. Jump back in the Bob here. We will disembark and head over to the space station. Then we will grab our exosuit upgrade. Sure would be nice if you actually got some form of reward for doing that. Wow, look at that. Whole bunch of them in here. Mainly because of the freighter engagement we just had. Short runway. Means there will be a bunch of ships. B-class. It's not a bad looking Explorer. Don't like the asymmetricals that much, but just out of curiosity, it's a B-class. Not a bad layout. Although the hyperdrive going there is going to block off the shields, but you don't really put a lot of shields on an Explorer anyways. Alright, let's go grab our exosuit upgrade. General slot for 70,000. We are going to have to get our stuff in line and start doing drop pods. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Shield module, toxic, and life support S. Not bad. We will check with the mission person. Go grab any missions we can and turn in the ones that we have. Alright, let's hand in some missions first. Let's do, well, we only have the one. Alright, I'm going to pull up on the computer drop pods. See what we need to use. Alright, we will kill 8 sentinels and scan 4 plants. Those 2 missions we will grab. I don't remember what's required for the drop pod repair. Okay. Nice cobalts. Alright, we need 55 ionized cobalt, 1 antimatter, 45 sodium nitrate, and 40 oxygen for every one of the drop pods. So, I think what we're going to have to do here is jump to the freighter, but we're going to need some cobalt or ionized cobalt first. So they have cobalt, have ionized cobalt. Alright, if it is 55, 220 is enough for a few. How much do we already have in inventory? 108, so I need 142. Grab 142 ionized cobalt. Alright. How much sodium nitrate do we have? Not much. Okay, so we have 17 in stock. Don't know how much we have on the freighter. And then antimatter. Craft an antimatter, we need chromatic metal and condensed carbon. Condensed carbon we have plenty of. And for the chromatic metal, we have a bunch of activated copper. So, let's just check to see what else was in here real quick. Salt, copper, sodium. We are going to grab 2 stacks of sodium. We have lots of oxygen. Okay, now we are going to go to the freighter. Get ourselves squared away there. We're going to put a large refiner on the freighter. And what we will use the drop pods for is the high capacity cargo upgrades. That will save us a decent chunk of change. And we'll be able to start carrying around stacks of 500 of the important things. Alright, so first things first. We need... Alright, well we need the chromatic metal. Ooh, okay. I don't believe we put any of that in storage yet. Well, we got lots of sodium in here, so that's good. And of course we have lots and lots of storage space, because we haven't even so much as touched any of these. I want to see which one we put on the end. Did we put 0 on the end or 9? Okay, we put 9 on the end. Good. Did that smart. So we need chromatic metal. and microprocessors. So what we might as well do, also come down here, and I want to make sure that our, yep, there's our Explorer in the back. I'm going to take a look at that real quick and see what it'll take to get the hyperdrive, or the pulse engine, and the launch thrusters back up online. Okay, launch thrusters are online. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal and metal plating. Hyperdrive, chromatic metal, microprocessors, and some tritium. Alright, so things to bear in mind when we go to buy things. Get back in the Bob. Now, can we make one more jump, or are we're out of fuel? So let's go ahead and go back to the space station, and we will use the terminus here. Go back to base, and we will process that which we need to process. And of course, while we're here, we should sell off things like the album and pearl. Get those out of our inventory real quick. Okay, is that in our regular inventory? Yes, it is. So we want to get rid of album and pearl. And that's pretty much it for selling stuff at the moment. Alright. Buy. Don't have the hermetic seal, so we will worry about that later. Alright, let's go back to base. It will be our main base. Alright, we are at 2 hours of stream time. Not doing too bad. Go a little bit longer, then I'm going to need to take a break for a bit, because as I said, I'm sitting here with no coffee. And that's just no fun for me. It's always fun with these loading screens when you're on the meds that I'm on for my heart. It's pretty trippy. Oh. Had a little snow roll through last night. Put another dusting on the ground. All sorts of fun. One thing I do miss is actually shoveling snow. It was something that I actually enjoyed. Not allowed to do that anymore. Alright, let's get the activated copper processing through there. Get that chromatic metal up and running. Much as I hate using this, I'm going to do it anyways. Process the copper into, or the carbon into condensed carbon. Try and get as many things compressed down as we can. Alright. Get that going. Start with the sodium. Need to get that into sodium nitrate. data. We can switch these over to the starship. That'll free up some space. We have salvage technology. Let's go ahead and hit the blueprint analyzer. Save point's not a bad thing to have, nor is a communication station. Well, let's see what that actually freed up down the list. Alright, so square room. Nothing really all that exciting. Alright, we only need one more microprocessor for him. There we go. Return to the overseer. It's got those wonky eyes. Alright, now we can do the weapons terminal. We need more pugnium. Which means we need to kill more sentinels. We have quests for that too. Alright, well we can do that. We gotta take his core. Oh, we should do that before we do too much running around. Let's get this sodium going. Alright, so before we do drop pods, we've got to take his core to that building, because that puts him on a timer as well. And I would really like to have that timer running. Alright, we have a whole bunch of little ferrite dusts floating around. Alright, that should go ahead and clear up those two. Some sodium nitrate. Now that we have the big boy, we can get that processing correctly too. We're going to process some of this pure ferrite into magnetize and compress that down a bit. Alright, let's go get his core taken care of. Switch quests on us again. How far away are you? Too far to walk. One thing I do like about transmission towers, they normally have free parking. Definitely put that to good use. We will save and chart this unknown sector. Alright, since we need pugnium, sorry, Mr. Sentinel, but I needed your pugnium. And I actually need you all to see me before I go in. Well, now I have to wait around for the next batch of them too. So I definitely need them to see me. So in the meantime, I'll charge that up. You guys see me? Oh, there's the dog. Ouch. Oh no, I do not want his quest. I want that terminal. Terminal online. Let's hear the judgment. Apparently he's been corrupted by his interactions with me. Bzz. I do not like how the dogs can shoot you through the buildings. Alright, they are deactivated. So let us return to the scientist. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll take it. Alright, we're going to head on back to our little base here. Turn in the quest, put the core back in our scientist so he can start his reset. That will take him a little while to do. Yeah, honestly, I don't like this setup. I think I'm going to have to shift them so that they're not in the way of the steps. Reinsert his core. Okay, he's going to need an hour and a half to reset. So in the meantime, let's get rid of both of those. And then we will put them back. Science terminal, let's do the construction terminal first. Science terminal. And then get you back, get you back. We will highlight the overseer, return to him. Give him the pugnium. Okay. Then we should be able to now we can return to him again. Okay, I have already done the weapons terminal. Toxic protection module A. Okay. Alright, he's caught in his loop. Alright, so we need to hire a Vy'keen. And we already learned how to do the hazmat gauntlets. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get all of these things straightened out. I want to actually take a look at our inventory, see what we need. Alright, first we need to look at the starship. Don't need all the oxygen on here, but we do need the pyrite on the starship. The mordite can go there as well. So can the pugnium. Alright, the nav data, we're going to need to take that back. And then we will store Alright, so we have a decent amount of chromatic metal. But we need we needed the chromatic metal for the antimatters. And then condensed carbon. So we want to make more condensed carbon. So for that we're going to use oxygen and condensed carbon and crank through a bunch of those. Then we will go back here. What do we have in these portable refiners? We have pure ferrite. Let's max that out. Magnetized ferrite. Don't know why that was on low numbers. Max that out. Okay. Run another process of that. Alright, now in our high capacity cargo we have sodium nitrate, so we can put that in there, that in there, that will go there, that will go there, put our Atlas pass here. Ammunition there. Alright, ionized cobalt's good to go. We still need to make 5 antimatter. And then we are going to need sodium nitrate and oxygen. So we have O2, sodium nitrate. Finish off with the condensed carbon real quick. Should be done with the pure ferrite and the magnetized ferrite. Need to do the teleport receiver on the starship sooner rather than later. Starship out of range, of course it is. That's why I wanted to do this. Alright, let's grab the condensed carbon out of here. And then we are going to sodium nitrate and oxygen. And we will increase the stock that we have of sodium nitrate as well. Oxygen is a wonderful, wonderful thing. You add it with just about anything, and it makes it better. One of the cool tricks I just learned was the magnetized ferrite and oxygen makes the rusted metal, so you can get back to ferrite dust. did not know that, actually. Still learning a lot of the refiner tricks. Alright, so we need 55 ionized cobalt, 1 antimatter, 45 sodium nitrate, and 40 oxygens for every one of these drop pods we are about to do. We will also need the navigation data, which we have. We have, where did they go? We have 5 nav datas, so we can do 5 drop pods. That should be fine. Alright, sodium nitrates, let's go ahead and pop them back in there. We'll run one more process of that. While that's running, we're going to take a look at our storage unit real quick. This is not really my favorite setup for this. I will redo this in the very near future. But we can store a few things in there while we're doing this. Alright, we have carbon crystals and superoxide crystals. So we have oxygen and condensed carbon available. What we're going to do is put that there, that there, that there, that there, that there, that there. Starship, let's take some O2. Hey, there's that hermetic seal that we needed. What was the other thing that we needed?
Product received.
Oh, I don't remember. I do not remember. Nor do I want to just sit there and hold on to it for the moment. So, oxygen.
Protection fully.
Let's take that with us. Okay, that can go in there. That can go in there. Then we are going to recharge our life support.
Technology recharge.
Alright, so sodium nitrate and oxygen. We have everything we need to be doing drop pods. Except for a signal booster. Alright, so we need carbon nanotube, metal plating, and sodium.
Product received.
don't know that we have carbon to make a carbon nanotube.
Thermal protection falling.
No, we do not, so we need 50 carbon. Might be easier to just do this off O2. But, nope, hey, there we go. We got it. Alright, so let's make a carbon nanotube. And then from there we can craft a signal booster. Which of course we will be able to pick up. I'm going to scan for secure... Oh! Wrong one! Just wasted one. Especially with a supply depot, that's not what we wanted. Did not want a supply depot for sure. We want a drop pod. And that would be distress frequencies. That doesn't sound right. Now we need drop pod coordinate data. Dang it. Alright, yeah, so totally messing up now. Been so long since I've done drop pods. Well, let's go check this distress signal first. Never know, could be worth it. We got a little shuttle.
Thermal protection falling.
B-class shuttle. Everything's broken on except for the photon cannons. We'll buy that too. Because it's cheap. Alright, so it was hermetic seal and metal plating that we needed to buy.
Thermal protection falling.
Did not want to let us do any of these. Nope. Well, there we go. Got our nav data back from that one. So I guess now we're going to have to go do our we'll have to do the supply depot. Just because I wasted a nav data on it. Resource depot. Which reminds me, we need to make sure we have inventory space for this. So we're going to put condensed carbon and oxygen on the ship. And of course we also need to don't have uranium. So we're going to need to craft a launch fuel, and to do that we need metal plating and dihydrogen, which we don't have, but pretty sure I see some right in front of me. Oh, that's pure ferrite. Alright, so there is some dihydrogen. Feel kind of stupid for not having that on hand. One of those things you should always have with you. Let's go get some buried technology module. All sorts of crystals around here. Let's tag our ship. Recharge our hazard protection. We are going to do that with ion batteries. Excuse me. And we need to, of course, redo our... we're too far away from the starship. Need to make launch fuel for the starship. And then we're going to need to free up some inventory space for this resource depot. We need to make sure that the ship is ready to go, because when we take off, or when we blow this depot, we're going to attract all the sentinels. So let's get in the Bob. Alright, so what can we send where? Well, first let's make our launch fuel.
Product instructed.
Then we will load up
Technology recharge.
with the launch fuel. That did not free up very much space at all. Get rid of the 90210. Pure ferrite we can send to the starship. Signal booster we need to keep. Get rid of the sulfurine. And we will get rid of the salt. Okay, that gives us 6. Alright.
Protection falling.
Now the other question is, where is unknown building? There we go. Alright, let's tag the ship. We're going to run over here and hit our save point. Not grab the stuff in the boxes just yet. I think we made the Sentinels mad, boys and girls. And of course all the non-binaries too. Don't want to exclude anybody.
Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Alright, well, I got all of those. So I'm going to run over here real quick. This might be a mistake, but I'm a big fan of getting everything you possibly can. Inventory is full on that one. Nothing else floating around. We do need to kill a few more sentinels. And there's no dog here yet, so alright, so there's the mining beam. Let's grab this. Let's jack up our temperature control. Run for the starship. Dog is on its way. Ouch. Forgot about fall damage again. And we are going to jump into the bob and make a nice leisurely pace back to our base, because we needed to take at least 30 seconds. Let the sentinels fall off of our tail. Alright, and then we can see what kind of loot we got on that one. Okie dokie. Alright, we got some granitine, some magna gold, some actual gold, some uranium, and some extra sulfurine. Not a bad haul. Alright, now we got 4 salvage tech. Let's go ahead and check our blueprint analyzer real quick. Ouch, don't know why I got hurt going up the steps. Alright, so for that, let's get the square room. And message module. That should free up a spot in inventory. Then let's go ahead and check out what does what. Sodium, we can send the sodium to the sodium nitrate. Do that real quick. That'll free up another slot. Okay. Then we have rusted metal. Oh, that always takes so long. Now, granitine becomes gold. The uranium becomes silver. Combine the two and you get platinum. And the magna gold, go figure, becomes gold. Alrighty, well, we need to return to the spaceport so we can turn in some quests. Had I been smart, I would have bought some hermetic seals and brought them along with us. We could have just gone right to the freighter from up here. But apparently today is not a smart day for me with the lack of coffee. Journey milestone accomplished. Nuisance destroyed 10 sentinels. I like being a nuisance. Alright, well, let's browse missions first. Well, we should have done this beforehand. Grab all 4 of those. And then we will turn in some missions. We've got a whole bunch of them to turn in. Oh, we're going to get a whole bunch of nanites. You're going to get a whole bunch of nanites. It's good. We need them. We also need a whole bunch of cash. Which, now that we have a little stockpile of salt, we are going to be on our way to doing, because we can use the oxygen mixed with salt to make chlorine, and then mix the oxygen with the chlorine to make more chlorine, make huge stacks of that, with a perpetual loop and then sell it. Alrighty, that's all the missions we have for that one. We shall leave. Do want to take a look real quick at what is in here again. Okay, so they have metal plating. Well, we have lots of ferrite dust. We can make metal plating. So that's not a big deal. Do need to find some place that is selling drop pod coordinate data. So we might have to fly around looking for some minor settlements. Or scan for habitable buildings. Because otherwise I'm going to have to make an awful lot of chlorine. Which of course is an option, but I would prefer not to do it that way. Alright, so let's scan for a habitable building. Minor settlement detected on the other planet. Great. Just what we needed. And we'll do the free one. I can tell something we've already been to right around us, but that gave us a beacon. Alright, now we also need to go check our base computer, because that came up with time for base computer archives. Search the archives. And then search construction database. Gives us shield module B, and it wants us to construct a save point. So we need to make a save point real quick. So we need 2 metal plating. We're going to make 5 just because we're going to use it for something else anyways. Alright, that will start that along its path. Don't know if we've been to this beacon yet or not. But it does not have free parking. So we are going to head to the miner settlement. They will have free parking. Okay, I even tagged it, so let's go there. Come on. Thank you. Trying to send me to that moon. Alrighty, coming in on this miner settlement. Hopefully they have some drop pod coordinate data for us, which is probably going to be expensive. So what we may end up doing is, depending on the cost, we might actually jump to another system, get one high capacity cargo and go from there. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to jump out, and I need to take a selfie on a toxic planet with a miner settlement. So this is going to be the end of the stream. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, give me a big old thumbs up, maybe even subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell if you'd like to get future updates on when I'm streaming again live or when I post a new video. But until next time, hey, thanks for stopping by and fly safe.